Ahoy, hoy, everyone. Ooh, today's show's gonna be good. So let's get it started. Welcome to another episode of The O Show. I am O, and I'm here for your amusement. And today we are going to talk about the new Little Mermaid movie, released in 2023, live action. And there's so much negativity out there about this movie, but I do have to say I actually really enjoyed myself watching it. Um, I can see why people might have issues with it, but come on now, it's the Little Mermaid. It's a dang like fairy tale. Like, how serious can you be? Now, it's not as bad as that Dumbo crap that came out a few years ago. Now, those Alice in Wonderland movies, like we'll talk about those another day. But this movie is not that bad. It is starring Halle Bailey, and of course, uh, she is a black mermaid and not a white mermaid. And I mean, she could be green for all I care. Like, it's a mermaid. Mermaids are not real people. Like, I can see if Disney said we're going to make a live action of Snow White, and then they cast like Tiffany Haddish as Snow White. Okay, that don't make no sense. Okay, but like, it's a fucking mermaid. Like, calm down. Um, Halle Berry did a really, really good job in this role, especially when it comes to the songs. Like, that girl can sing. And side note, like, I don't know why when they first came out, her and her sister Chloe, I thought they were twins. I didn't really follow their music, and then later I realized they were just sisters. Okay, but don't tell no one though. We have Melissa McCarthy playing Ursula, the Sea Witch, and I thought she was pretty good. You know, it is what it is. Um, I remember when they did the live action, not live action, it was like a made for TV musical special. And I'm pretty sure, was that Queen Latifah playing Ursula? And how come no one had an issue with that? Huh? Ooh, it's a black Ursula. Rounding out the cast, we have Javier Bardem as King Trident. David Diggs, he does the voice of Sebastian. Aquafina is the voice of Scuttle, and Jacob Tremblay is the voice of Flounder. And then we also have Jonah Hauer King as Eric Hayward, whatever his name is. His name is Jonah, and he plays Eric. So, okay, now with all the talk about there being a black mermaid, how come no one is saying anything about the gender swap of Scuttle? Because in the original cartoon, Scuttle's a boy, now it's a girl, and they also changed it from a seagull to some stupid bird that goes underwater, which I don't understand because this bird is on the water for like 5 some minutes talking and breathing. So not sure what bird this is, but yeah, how come no one's like protesting Scuttle? And when it comes to Flounder, I feel like, okay, you're gonna make every other character look the way they do in real life. I feel like Disney could have just said, hey, you know what? Let's just CGI. I mean, you already use a CGI. Let's just CGI a fish that kind of is round and looks like the animated version. You know, just make a fish up. There's so many fish under the sea that we haven't even discovered. Just make one up because I had to get used to this one in the movie. I get it, I guess. I don't know. Flounder looked weird, but I feel like they could have just made up a fish. It just had that be Flounder. Was not mad at Sebastian. I see what they had to do with him being a crab, but at the end of the day, he didn't look that bad. His eyes were kind of crazy, but I was not mad at Sebastian. Now we do get to see Ariel's sisters, and now they're all like different nationalities, which I didn't get. So, I mean, is Trident like, does he have holes in different area codes? Because, but I guess they have the same mom because they all just kept saying like mother, mother. So I don't think they all had separate mothers. But anyway, it's a whole like nationality thing with the sisters. And they also changed their names because I'm pretty sure they all had A names in the original cartoon. And now they have new names, which I don't remember, but I know there's a black one named Tamika. Was there a Tamika in the Hans Christian? Who wrote the original Mermaid story? Was there a Tamika listed? Okay, so let's get into some things. So, number one, we do get kind of a better backstory on Ursula. I mean, the original cartoon, she just said, when I lived in the palace, and then that was the end of the conversation. But now we learned that Ursula and Triton are brother and sister, and I guess she was being a witch, and he kicked her out of the palace, and it's been like 15 years, so she's just moping and doping at the bottom of the sea somewhere. So, but I guess we now know that she is Auntie Ursula to Ariel. One thing that drove me absolutely nuts in this movie was Ariel's hair. And I knew it was going to be an issue watching the trailer because when she first comes out of the water with the legs, it just looks like her whole head is just locked. But then there's other scenes where she's in the water and it looks like her hair is just totally straight. And then there's other scenes where it's a mix. Like you see the locks in the front, but then the back is straight. It just drove me absolutely crazy. Like I feel like they must have been filming her hair one way at one point, and then they changed their mind and did her hair another way. Or they had one team working on it, and they were like, "Well, we're gonna do her hair like this," and the other team was like, "We're gonna have it locked." I don't know. It drove me crazy. There's a couple new songs in the movie, and one of them is by Scuttle, you know, the bird who's now a girl who used to be a boy. Um, and it's like Scuttlebutt, I think is the name of it, and it's just this rap that she does with Sebastian at one point in the movie. And I was totally getting like Lin Manuel Miranda. What's his name? Lin Manuel Miranda, right? Okay. So totally got vibes from him and looked it up, and then I saw that he did write that song. So, did we need this rap? I mean, the movie was long as it is, like, and also too, you know, I feel like there was too much Scuttle. Like, I didn't get enough Flounder in the movie, and the movie is Ariel and Flounder and Sebastian. Sebastian was fine. I think his time in the movie was nice and perfect, but there was so much Scuttle. Why? You know what's weird too? Like when they're in the water, like they're all the way at the bottom of the ocean, and then when someone like swims away in something, like the noise of the water makes it sound so shallow. Is it me? Did anyone else pick that up? Like you just hear the. I don't think that's what it sounds like underwater when you're like that deep. Okay, that I might be thinking too hard about that one. So Eric tells his kingdom about the girl that saved his life, and then they're getting like horses and carriages and going to different villages searching for the girl. So my question is, who are they searching for? Like, did Eric say there was the African American? Is she African American? She's a dark skinned girl uh, with stringy hair who sang. Like, are they going to different girls saying sing? Like, I don't understand the search that they're doing when Eric is not with them. So I want to know what description was he saying? Like, go look for this girl, and yeah, I'm thinking too hard about this anime. So when Ursula sings her awesome song, "Poor Unfortunate Souls," um, did she tell Ariel that she was going to take her voice. Because I admit, I was like singing the song in my head while it was on the screen happening. And so I'm singing along to Melissa McCarthy. And there's like pauses here and there and little changes here and there, not too like big. But I was waiting for her to be like, your voice. And Ariel's like, my voice. Because I was waiting for her to go like, you have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language. They didn't do that. So I was like, wait, that part's missing from this movie. Which then I had to rewind, like, wait, so did Ursula tell her she was going to take her voice? Because she just says, now sing, voice comes out, it's gone. I may have to watch it again, but I'm pretty sure she did. And on top of that, she tells her that the prince has to kiss her in 3 days, but then the spell makes Ariel forget that part? So why did we add that? I mean, it's already going to be hard for him to do so, but why do we need her to forget? And then you have Sebastian saying it like 10 times. Oh, you gotta get him to kiss you. He has to kiss you. Okay, we get it. Like, is it, why? That was weird. And then towards the end of the movie when, so Ursula turns into Vanessa, which I don't think they said her name, did they? But she's Vanessa because there's Vanessa in the credits. And, she takes Ariel and swims back out into the sea. And then later, Eric like finds them, goes underwater and chucks a spear at Ursula. But like, how did Eric know where they were? I mean, Ursula was swimming pretty far and fast, and I feel like he got into this boat in this whole ocean, and like all of a sudden just knew exactly where they were. Oh, these little things drive me crazy. And then there was a point before Vanessa turns back into Ursula. Well, you know, but what was that guy's name? Grimsley? Anyway, the little helper guy who was like aide to Eric and the Queen. Um, the Queen says, "Here's this ring that's your grandmother's. I'm going to give you." And then the ring falls on the floor. I forgot what happened. Um, but then what's his name? Like kicks the ring away, and that's like the last we hear of this ring. Like I was waiting for when they got married or when Ariel came back and the queen was like, okay, I'm gonna let you marry her, blah blah blah. You know, by the way, or you may meet this, and then they show the ring, but they don't show the ring. So is the ring just still sitting on the ground somewhere after so and so like kicked it away in that one scene? Like that bothered me. Oh, and you know what? Speaking of race swapping, in the original movie, when Ariel and Eric are taking their little like cart ride, and before the "Kiss the Girl" song, the horse in that scene is white, and in this movie, the horse is black. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was that about Disney? Okay, and finally, like this I would have actually liked to have seen more of the merfolk at the beginning of the movie. Um, because through the whole movie, it's just Triton and his daughters and Ursula. And so I'm just kind of looking around like, where are the other mer people? Merfolk. um, and I was just like, oh, the movie's about to end. And I don't see no merfolk. But they did work it into the end where before Eric and Ariel ship out, Triton comes up to bid her farewell, and then you see all of the other merfolk up on the lake, well, out of the water, with the humans to just kind of show everyone is nice and friendly and sharing the world together. So they eventually did it, but I feel like they took too long. Like I kind of wanted to see some more in the beginning, just to know there's more of them than Trident and his daughters. Yeah, but it is what it is. So, is the movie perfect? No. I mean, just like these other remakes that they're doing just to do it. Um, is it a good watch? Yes. I was getting a little emotional at one point. Like, Halle Bailey did a really, really good job. So, I think we should give her a standing O. Hey! I'm not standing because it's my show. All right, so let's rate the movie. So, I think I'm gonna give The Little Mermaid. I'm gonna give it 2.5 shots. But since I don't have 5 shot glasses, I'll bump the half up to 1 point. So I'll let them have 3. It wasn't a bad movie. Like I feel like people should calm down. Again, like mermaids aren't real, you guys. It's a dang movie. All right, so today's shot is Malibu because the movie's tropical-ish, and I was feeling tropical-ish. Whatever, it's Malibu. So, cheers. I never shot Malibu. It's interesting. All gone. Okay, so that was my review on The Little Mermaid. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let me know your thoughts. Did you see the movie? I know I said some like little petty things here and there. It's just me. I'm always like nitpicking at things. But let me know your thoughts or comments in the comment section below. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next episode. TTFN.